of love like, ooh, I got a, and a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of foxy mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I still gotta. I still gotta. You must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a. Put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Yellow. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that had to feel good for Dean Lowry, who made the move from Green Bay to Minnesota as a free agent in the offseason. Hopes that he's going to have his best year as a pass rusher yet.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pacheco. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Yellow, line. Hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is DTR. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Blue. Black shot. Set.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they can't bring him down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 6. Mega. Set.
Thompson Robinson. This goes out wide from Madison. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Green. Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Let's go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Go pink. Drill 52. Fury yellow.
Thompson Robinson now. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Field flat. Hut.
Sticking to the air, hits Thompson Robinson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Okay, right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Red, cycle. Blue, strike. Ready.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 needle. Hut, hut.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
52 blaster. Trouble 38. Ready.
Madison is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hut, hut.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, green. Right, white. Ready.
Throwing. Thompson Robinson. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Draw play, Madison, and able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Smash, red. Set.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Pass caught here by Osborne. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Down. Ready.
Thompson Robinson now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Alexander Madison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Going to run with Madison again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's go. Get ready. Hey, go steal. Hut, hut.
Here's Madison running left. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Strike, strike.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Light blue. Cluster, 6. Ready?
The DTR going to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Joseph's got it, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Mahomes now on first down. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 43 yards.
And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a give to Madison. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is DTR. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Yellow. Drill green. Set cut.
Another carry now for Madison. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Come on.
Now 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Fury. Yellow. Steel. Black. Claws red. Red. Cycle. Hurry.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Joseph is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him when it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready.
There we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Fight 60. Mega. Hunt.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Taken down that time by Felix Anudike Uzama. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Thompson Robinson will sneak it. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Thompson Robinson.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on second down. Now here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, we got a pause here for an injured player, and as you can see, that's Patrick Mahomes right now who's in some discomfort, and everybody kind of holding their breath. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Mahomes finding Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mahomes to throw it. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Attack!
Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down goes Danielle Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And then
back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop so my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'll come find out. 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts.